as you can see, we have a lot of different things in the box here, and not everything has to go out on every occasion that you table, but there are some things that we should always have. First, clipboard for taking notes, and these are very important for a number of reasons, including tracking attendance. We do always try to keep track of how many people we engage when we're tabling. Also, follow-ups for Accelerator staff members. So if you're volunteering and you don't know the answer to the question, or someone needs help with something, don't feel like you have to be the one to solve everybody's problem, but just make sure to write it down. Then we'll have Accelerator staff member follow up. Then there are other fields on here related to different programs like Color Your Community Green, AMPed, Climate Action Strategy, opportunities, barriers, what else you learned. And not all of these are going to be filled out every time, but it's helpful to get as much data as we can on here, because we do track all of this data for NYSERDA and for other grants that we have to report on. We also have our newsletter sign-up sheet that we always like to have out there in case anyone wants to sign up to get the Accelerator newsletter. Our amped flyer with the QR code that should take someone to the page for scheduling a call with our amped energy advisor. We'll get into our asks later, but this is more often than not going to be our primary ask for people when we're at tabling events. Would you like to sign up for a call with one of our energy advisors? So we need to make sure to always have this out there. We have a whole host of materials in the folder here, and even on an 8-foot table like this, there won't be enough room for everything. So it's fine for whoever's tabling to decide what they want on the table, but just for today, Andrea is going to do a sample setup, and then that's just can be one option of how you like to set things up. It's fine to do it like that, to follow the sample, but it's also okay for each person to decide depending on the event.
This is something that I encourage volunteers and anybody who is new to the Accelerator to take a look at. It pretty much lists our programs, gives like a brief synopsis of all the programs that are under the Accelerator.
We have the guide here where there breaks down all the different programs in short blurbs. So if anybody has a question specifically about AMPed or about the Climate Solutions Accelerator in general, or stuff like Color Your Community Green or Color Your School Green, there's these little blurbs that you can reference so you can explain what the programs are. And then there's just some more information about different programs, and then some frequently asked questions if you want to go ahead and look through those.
On our table, we usually have coloring pages, so that's one way where you could give a little person a coloring sheet to kind of keep them busy while you talk to mom or dad. Another thing we have are stamps. We also have some stickers. Always have an ask. Be clear in your mind about what it is when somebody's approaching your table, what you'd like, what kind of conversation you'd like to have with them. And it starts by building up that ask in your head.
Have you ever heard of the Empower Plus program?
No, I'd be interested to know. What is it?
I'd love to tell you. So AMPed, the Finger Lakes Clean Energy Hub, is a program of the Climate Solutions Accelerator. And I'm an energy advisor, there's 3 other energy advisors, and we basically help you get connected with any programs or incentives you might be eligible for. And it's a free energy advisor call. If you want to go ahead and schedule an energy advisor appointment, you can scan the QR code and sign up here, or I can help you sign up, and basically we'll be able to talk you through the program and help you apply for it.
All right, thank you very much.
One of the things we're talking to people about today specifically is a moratorium on data centers being built in New York State.
Is that AI?
So can be, yeah. So we're thinking about kind of what powers the technology behind AI, amongst other things. But it takes a huge amount of water, and it's very, very expensive. Today, one of the things we're asking is to see if people are willing to sign a petition to end data centers being built in New York State. Is that something you might be interested in?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. So,
you know, everything these days, everything's falling apart. The electric bill, it's crazy. And, and gas is crazy. And it's all because Kathy Hochul is putting in all these things you got here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not specifically doing what Kathy Hochul tells us to. We do get some funding from NYSERDA, but it's not so much on the vehicle side, and I've heard people with challenges related to their vehicles, but what I've heard even more of is people talking about high energy bills, like
Mhm.
the electric bill. It sounds like that's something that you're
Yeah.
dealing with too.
Yeah, it's because they keep giving money to the immigrants.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't hear that being a reason, but let me tell you about this. We have what we call our AMPed program, which can help people in their homes or in their business.
If you see inclement weather coming in, or if the winds are too high and it's generally not safe to continue tabling, it is okay to pack up. Know when to back out.
Just remember that even though we're all trying to get out of there and avoid getting rained on, there is someone else who's going to be tabling next. So just if we can make it a little bit neater in the box, it just makes it easier for the next person.